should have probably checked myself before starting. Anyway, hello, welcome. This is Coach Nachi. I am your personal development coach, speaker, and life enthusiast. Today we're talking about control. And excuse this color matching. It's not really the best color match. Anyway, today we're talking about control. Yesterday we talked about knowledge. And I said knowledge is power and knowledge of self is supreme power. So how that relates is what is in your power, right? So a big part of knowing yourself and how knowledge of self is supreme power is also knowing what you can and cannot control. What is actually in your power to affect? What is actually in your grasp to actually affect and to make change or make work for you? Life is life. Sometimes we can make things work, sometimes we can't. Sometimes things are in our control and other times they really just aren't. When we were talking about, I think, reputation, I don't remember what it was, several periscopes ago, we were talking about how your reputation with yourself. If you can't even control external circumstances, the best bet you have is to control your internal state. So when it comes to control, it's the same kind of gist. What is in your control to actually affect? What is in your control to actually take charge of and manipulate so that you are happy with the results? So one of the examples that I have is with Periscope. Starting Periscope was difficult for me. Hey, Mwamba, how are you? Starting Periscope was difficult for me because I like being in control. I personally really enjoy being in control. I like knowing that I can control things. Periscope is live streaming. Periscope, you cannot edit. If I make a mistake while doing my Periscope, I have to start over or I have to keep going. All I have is two choices. The best bet I have is to make notes on what I want to talk about, to do my best to have rehearsed it in some way, or just come on and wing it. But the more I do it, the more comfortable I've become and the more adept I've become at actually handling Periscope. So that's kind of a tip that I have for you. Hey, Sam Z Designs. Welcome. Tap that screen. Oh, hey, Mom, thanks for tapping. I appreciate it. So, going back to the thing. Another way that I like, yeah, pow, 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 pow. I love that. So let me ask you a question who's watching. Type in the screen something that you can control. So for instance, for me, I like controlling my calendars. I love thank you so much for those hearts, Sammy. I appreciate it. I love making my own calendars. If you know me intimately, you know that I make my own calendars. I could go buy the most expensive calendar versus a calendar that I make at home off of construction paper, and I will use the paper that I make myself. Oh, okay, emails. Your inbox must be clean. That's something that you can control, isn't it? You can't control whether or not someone who you want to message you is going to message you. Someone who you want to hear from is going to hear from. But what you can control is like decluttering. That's a really good tip. You could design me a calendar, Sam. And anybody who's watching this, if you're looking for a designer, a website designer, logo designer, any kind of designer, social media boss, Sam Z Designs is your girl. So, in any case, when it comes to making my own calendars, I like that control. I like being able to make my own. Your logos are forever amazing. I like to make my own squares. I like to make special days that mean something to me. I like being able to make the boxes bigger, the boxes smaller, the boxes circle. I like to do whatever I can when it comes to making my own calendars. That's how I control that. With Periscope, I control the editing parts with things like this. I'm a part of the Paragirls. I love the Paragirl community. If you're a female, hit it up. I am doing Body Honor October. For November, it's going to be different. So this is how I kind of edit and say, okay, Nachi, this is what we're going to talk about, Body Honor. I love promoting my website. I think if you haven't visited the website, go visit it. This is how I am able to control the Periscope live streaming situation. So when it comes to your life and when it comes to living more like you, how do you control what you can control? What are the things that you can control? Thank you for tapping that screen. I'm glad that you're hearing this. How can you control what is going to affect you to live more like you, right? Periscope for me is a great platform to reach as many people as possible. The videos are everlasting, and that's a really good thing. However, I can't edit it, but I still really want to do the live streaming. So what can I do? I make signs. What can I do? I prepare. I have an Excel spreadsheet telling me what date, what topic. This is how I do this. I have a time that I'm going to present through, 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. So there's all these things that I control. And even in my own life, the calendar and all these other things that I really enjoy control. I make my own soap. I like controlling what's going on in my body. I was going to make my own candles because regular store-bought candles give me a headache, and I really like candles, so I was going to make my own candles. So there's ways that you can control situations that aren't going in your favor. And if you can't control those situations, and you can't really do much to help yourself control, if there's actually nothing in your power to do, I would say connect with your body. Connect with your body. Calm your body down, pamper your body, do something for your body that's going to say, okay, calm down, this is what's in your control. Breathing is one of my favorite things to do when I feel things are just out of control and I need to regain some control and some agency in my own life. Whew. So my question I leave with you today is, what can you control? When things are going sideways, or when things aren't going as fast as you would like them to go, what is something you can do in the moment to control so you can live more like you and not feel as frustrated? Tomorrow we'll be talking about something special. So I will see you tomorrow at between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Between now and then, feel free to go visit Live Like You Now, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.